We're live now too. Shabbat Shalom, welcome. And I will take the cue from Rebecca that with the Barancic trilogy complete, that services can begin. So thank you, Rebecca. And we will begin. Hinei Matov, how wonderful, how good it is, how sweet to be together. We welcome you to our visual art Shabbat. And as the previous slide indicated, tonight's visual art Shabbat is going to synergistically work with our annual Beth-El Art Festival. Much of the imagery that you'll see tonight has been selected to work as visual midrashim, if you will, visual interpretations that interplay with the themes of the prayer and the prayers as we flow through the service. If they all of those that are part of the art festival, you will see are marked with the art festival logo. So this first one, and I'll just explain to you as you, so you can see as they go along, when it is an art festival piece of art, the artist and the title of the piece of the work is identified somewhere on the screen, maybe a little bit small, so you might have to get up close enough to be sure you can see it, or you might need to put on your readers. Let us sing Hinei Matov, how good it is. We generally think of prayer as something we read, say, or listen to. But prayer can also be a visual experience. As the saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Images and all forms of visual arts can often evoke rich nuance and meaning that cannot be replicated in words. Similarly, art can bring another dimension to prayer. Over the years, art making has come to be a way of prayer for me. Creative expression is where the deep, wordless longings of my heart find release, a tangible escape. To tell the truth, I don't often know what I am setting out to create when I pick up a paintbrush and put it to a surface. Most of the time, I feel lucky to produce a few rude sketches of what I dimly see with my heart. However, with time and some training and experience, I've come to trust my hands more and more to give expression to what I cannot yet say or understand. In many ways, art making is a mystery to me, a wholly ongoing conversation between my spirit and the Spirit of God. It is a strange and gentle collaboration.
Erev Shoshanim, Netzena El Habustan, Or Vesamim Olemona, Lerak Leif Nitan, Erev Shoshanim, Netzena El Habustan, Or Vesamim Olevonach, Lerak Likmivtan, Laila Yored Leat, Veruach Shoshna Noshva, Haba El Chashlag Shir Belat, Zemer Sha'ava, Erev Shoshanim, Netzena El Habustan, Mor Vesamim Olevonach, Lerak Leimivtan.
And I would like to ask Robin Warren to help lead us and read for us this reading, and before we light our Shabbat candles.
Thank you, Rabbi. For me, celebrating the wildflowers or the birds is like a kind of worship. Michael Longley. Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. Tell me about your despair, yours, and I will tell you about mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things. As we begin Shabbat together, we listen to the call of creation and we find our way back home. Our path is illuminated by the lights of Shabbat.
And as Robin lights her Shabbat candles, let's all light ours wherever we may be, if you have them ready to go. And Joyce will lead us in the blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehat likner Shabbat.
Continuing with the Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. V'shabbat kodsho b'yahava uvratzon inchilanu. Zikaron l'maaseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila l'mikrae kodesh, zecher l'tziat mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, V'shabbat kodshecha b'yahava uvratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. L'chaim. Continuing now with Lecha Dodi as we greet the Shabbat bride in song and dance and poetry and in art.
L'chan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. L'chan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. La 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 la, l'chan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. L'chan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dir bur echad, Hishmi'anu el hamyuhad, Adonai echad, Shemo echad, L'shem multifaret v'lit la l'chalahan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela, l'chalahan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechul v'nelcha, ki hi mekor habraha, v'rosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'makshavat tehila la l'chalahan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela, l'chalahan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret b'hala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, tok emunei am segula, boi hala, l'chan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela, l'chalahan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela, la l'chalahan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela, l'chalahan dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. V'itgada Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma difrach yirutei ve'yamlich malhutei, B'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, Bagala, bagala, uvisman kariv, veimaru, amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarak, le'alam amame almaya, yitbarak. Yitbarak, v'yishtakbak, v'yitbar, v'yitroman, v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yithalev, v'yithala, shemei dekusha brihu, leila mim kol birchata v'shirchata, tum shvechata v'nechemata, damin ram be'alma, v'yemaru, amen.
Our next prayer is a call to prayer and a response, traditionally, Baruch Hu. We imagine it as a call almost really from God, asking us, are we ready to pray? And us responding, yes, God, we are ready to pray. Baruch Hu et Adonai, the name of God in this prayer, Adonai, is often translated as eternal, or it is that sense of eternality that lifts us and towards whom we turn as we begin this formal section of prayers. Please join with me in the Hebrew of Ma'ariv Aravim, our prayer about the emergence of evening out of day, darkness out of light, and light out of darkness. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah poteach she'arim, uvitvuna mishane itim, umachalit et hazmanim, umisader et hakochavim, b'mishmrotehem barakia kirtsono. Borei yom v'layla, golea or mipne choshech, v'choshech mipne or. Uma'avir yom umevi layla, uma'avdil ben yom uvein layla. Adonai tzvaot shemo. El chai v'kayam, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב הערבים. She said, let's go outside. All the paintings and poems are waiting for us. Every day, the world arranges itself into a poem. It's a miracle. Quilt of Life by Valerie June Hockett. They are all so beautiful. I am happy we have found each other. We are all rich in self. We found ourselves within the world that is. We stopped. asking the world to be what it is not, and started to appreciate what it has always been. It cradled us. It sheltered us. It ever so generously gave and gave quantum leap to unfold for all who seek, woven, winding, intertwined, twisted, tossed, yours is mine. Look inside, gold to find, check again, dust of time, echoes spin, air to sing, buzz of bees hums all things, om and om, ah and ah, o e o, all things glow, om e om, all in all, speckled, spackled, quilt to sew.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא תהילות עושה לב, נורא תהילות עושה Kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot oseh, Nora tehilot oseh, Adonai yimloch le'olam
So I'll use the Mi Chamocha as an opportunity to put in a shameless plug for tomorrow morning. For those of you who might indulge in, yes, two Shabbat experiences in one Shabbat. This is Shabbat Shirah, the Shabbat of song, and the Torah portion is the Torah portion in which we find the Mi Chamocha. It's the song at the sea, and in this Arts Shabbat theme, our Torah study tomorrow will be looking at the Song at the Sea, which is a piece of poetry, and we'll be looking not so much at unpacking the words of the poem, but at looking at the visual impact of the calligraphy, the way it's laid out in the Torah scroll, a comparative look at the oldest Torah scroll that has been discovered intact, that dates back to the 13th century, and also at another form of art that has been created around the Song at the Sea as a visual expression. So all around visual arts and this week's Torah portion, the portion which contains a poem that has the Mi Chamocha. So that's what's in store for us. If I have wet your whistle a little bit, I don't mind making a shameless plug.
I just have to second that because it's really cool to go and see it, to actually see the words parted, just like
There
the
you go.
sea. Okay.
Thank you, Joyce. Don't turn off, Joyce. We're going to continue now with Hashkivenu. Shelter us and protect us. Although the artists call this triptych of 3 pieces of art, Tree of Life, I was struck by what seemed to me an imagery of wings and God's sheltering presence, which is part of what the imagery of the Hashkivenu prayer is all about guarding us and protecting us as we move through the night and the scary part of the night through into day. But as Jews, we don't just get scared, we also celebrate, and that's what Shabbat's all about. So let us continue with the celebration of Shabbat, Vishamru.
Shet Yamim השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Shortly before he died, Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel was asked if he had a message for young people. He responded saying, "Let them remember that there is a meaning beyond absurdity. Let them be sure that every little deed counts, that every word has power, and that we can do, everyone, our share to redeem the world, in spite of all absurdities and all the frustrations and all the disappointments. And above all, remember that the meaning of life is to live life as if it were a work of art." Sorry.
A thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat has arrived in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night, and eternity utters a day, and eternity utters a day. Yai dai dai, yai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai. Adonai sifatai, sifatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Baruch atah Adonai. I'm sorry. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor HaNorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekoneh HaKol, Vezocher Hasdei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'nehem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava. Melech Ozer Umashiach Umagen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mekayel HaKol Atafarav Loshia, Mashiv HaRuach Umorid HaGashem. מקלקל חיים בחסד, מקיים הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך. מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מקיים הכל. מי האיש החפץ חיים אוהב ימים לראות טוב. 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 נצור לשונך מהרה ושפתיך מדבר מרמה. צור מהרה ועשה טוב, בקש שלום ורודפהו. מי האיש החפץ חיים אוהב ימים לראות טוב. מי האיש החפץ חיים אוהב ימים לראות טוב. אוהב ימים לראות טוב.
And now we'd like to turn to Dahlia Barancic, who is going to participate by reading for us our prayers of gratitude, our Hoda'ah prayers tonight.
I'll start. Heartbreak and hope are not mutually exclusive. We can be angry and sad and filled with longing for something we cannot have. And simultaneously, we can be grateful for what we've got, aware for reasons we never choose of what really matters and what doesn't. By Lennon Flowers. Make a gift and lift all by being kind, considerate, forgiving, and compassionate at all times, in all places, and under all conditions, with everyone as well as yourself. This is the greatest gift anyone can give, by David R. Hawkins.
Thank you so much, Dahlia.
You're welcome.
A prayer for peace.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon L'cho hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon L'cho hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
We pause now for a few moments of personal and private prayer, Tfilat Halev, prayers of our hearts. We pray in silence.
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, me'al kol Yisrael.
Come now to our Misha Berach for Refuah Shlema, our prayers for healing, as we look over the list of those who are named in front of us on the screen, our loved ones, members of our community, our relatives, our friends, those who are in need of healing from mental illness or physical illness. We include in our prayers all of those who are stricken with the coronavirus, with COVID, those whom we know and those whom we do not know across our nation, around the world. We pray for the caregivers who seek to bring healing to all who are sick. If you'd like to add anybody to our prayers for healing whose names are not on our list, please feel free to add them in the chat. If you are on Facebook and watching, we encourage you to do so as well there, to be part of our praying community and to add your loved ones and your friends into our prayers for healing as well. For all those, we offer this prayer of healing. Misha Berach, by Lisa Levine.
Avraham, Yitzhak, veYaakov. Mishe berak imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Mishe berak avotenu, Avraham, Yitzhak, veYaakov. Mishe berak imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. Bless us with a vision for tomorrow. Help us to reach out to those in pain. May the warmth of friendship ease our sorrow. Give us courage, give us faith, show us the way. Mishe berak avotenu, Mishe berak imotenu. Hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well.
And thank you to Lisa Starks and Sue Shapiro and Lois Slavin on Facebook for having shared the names of your loved ones. And we pray for their healing and are so grateful that you're participating and in this way as well. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to, do it. Want to change the world? There's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. Now, Will, we're going to turn it over to you, and I'm going to take down the slide share so everyone has a better chance of seeing you.
Yeah,
Some greetings in and out.
Yeah, we're actually going to have a guest reader tonight. We're going to have Paige handle the announcements. Go ahead, nice and loud.
January 29th, 2021 Shabbat announcement. Tomorrow morning, join Rabbi at...
We need you to be a little bit louder, Paige. Come closer to the microphone.
Okay. Tomorrow morning, join Rabbi at 10 a.m. for Shabbat morning service and Torah study. Access information was provided in your Shabbat weekend connection email this morning. Our 48th annual art festival Beth-El, opens its virtual doors tomorrow at noon. Over 70 incredible artist galleries will be available to enjoy and even purchase from the comfort of your own home. Go to www.artfestivalbethel.com to be part of this incredible fundraiser for TBE through Sunday, February 7th. Next weekend at noon, Rabbi Torah will begin the second round of Sacred Conversations on the Sacred Table, creating a Jewish food ethic. Register one time online and you will gain access to all 3 sessions. Register at www.templebethel.com/sacred conversation. For the most up-to-date information, check out our digital February scroll in your email or the events on your page on our website, www.templebethel.com.
Excellent. Will, anything you want to say as a greeting to our folks tonight? You cut off. You're cut off. Okay, hold on.
Just Shabbat Shalom to everyone. So good to see you all. Like many of you, I miss seeing everyone at art show. It's such a special time, but support the show, support the temple, and have a great week. It's good to see you.
Thank you so much, Will. Appreciate that. Well, as we move towards our concluding prayers now, we thank everyone for being here, and I double down on the encouragement to browse the art festival starting tomorrow and through the next week. Fabulous job that our art festival chairs have done, and the online version is almost as good as being there, but you can certainly enjoy and see beautiful art, and it's well worth the browse, and you can really get lost in the galleries, and I certainly had a fabulous time clicking through and exploring, and I know you will as well. So thank you so much. All of the wwws that Paige was reciting are in the chat, so you can copy them and hang on to them. And of course, everything is at our temple website. You can find all this information and all the links that you need. So let us continue now with our concluding prayers. We start with the Aleinu.
לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
We pause now to remember our loved ones who have passed away in recent days and weeks. We observe Shiva this first week in their since their death for Jacob Nathaniel Funk, wife of Summer Funk, son of Karen Gray Funk, and grandson of Peter and Beverly Gray. And we mourn the passing of Helen Lesser Colton, mother of Terry Budman and grandmother of Madeline and Denny Budman. We continue to observe Shloshim for Leslie Jerome Bear, brother of Alan Bear, Anita and Jeff Golding, friends of Cantor Pamela Siskin, James W. Roberts, a beloved partner of Jackie Capiello, and Herb White, brother-in-law of Al Footnick. On this Shabbat, we remember these yard sites observed on this day, this Shabbat, and in the week ahead. Isidore Alpert, Max Ben, Isaac Bernstein, Deborah Borsick, Peter Conroy, Louis Dosick, Adele Einstein, David Tecumseh Feidelson, Carl Hyatt Fisher, Ann Goldman, Herbert Goose, Ben Greenfield, Harvey Hill, Belle Israel, George Keaton, David Kichler, Bernard Kleiman, Danny Kreisman, William Lazarus, Michael Levine, Mina Lizone, B.D. Weiss Mendelson, Herbert Newberg, Vinnie Passaretti, Helen Picharski, Ethel Peltz, Dave Joseph Pinsker, Ethel Prower, Franklin I. Rose, Leonard J. Ross, Mona Ross, Catherine Rubel, Leonard D. Shavlin, Harry Simon, Yeti Sterensis, Ilya Sirkin, Barry Wax, Charlotte Weintraub, Joseph Weisband, and Bessie Zeimer. And if there are any others, I see some names have already been added to our chat, and encourage you to do the same on Facebook. Judy, that is so sad for your grandsons and for your family. My heart goes out to them. The names that we have mentioned aloud, those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. Cherishing their memories and affirming the sanctity of God's name in the face of death, even as we do in life. Let us say together these sacred words. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah B'alma divrach Hirute v'yamlich malchute B'chayechon v'yomechon v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala v'zman kari v'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olamei amaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithalev v'yithalal shemei d'kudusha b'richu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechamata da'amiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mermav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Joyce, lead us in our final song, Yihiyu L'Ratzon, celebrating and joyously that our words, our meditations will be acceptable to God, our rock, our Redeemer. Let's all sing together.
Yeah, you should all unmute yourselves.
Shabbat shalom, folks. Beloved.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Thank you so much for being
Shalom.
with